Hi, Richard from Michael Pools here. I'm fortunate enough today to be here with Richard Francis, the founder of the Agents Property Auction. And Richard's been working alongside our firm for several years now, successfully selling many properties across Teesside as well as the northeast of England. And he's here today to give us an overview really of the selling process via auction, and hopefully dispel some of the kind of myths and preconceptions people have with regards to selling properties at auction. I suppose the biggest one, Richard, is that people believe that properties that are sold via auction are all kind of low-end, run-down, poor condition, and it isn't like that at all, really, is it?
Not at all, not at all. That's the preconceived idea, and I suppose it's one that's filled out through Homes Under the Hammer, but what they're looking for is a story.
Right.
You never get to see the residential houses. I've actually sold new build on behalf of some of the national builders through the auction.
Right.
Because the fundamental difference is the auction is divided into two parts. The first part is geared towards what you might expect to be an auction property, which are the ones that are run down or the buy-to-let or the commercial. But option two, I tend to class it as a softer auction, and you're aimed at the normal residential buyers. You don't alienate anybody, but it's a great way of getting the evidence together to show you're getting the best price you can, but you get a deposit from your buyer, much like as though you go to a travel agent to get a holiday. You'll put a deposit down, and then there's a fixed time scale to work to, so you're not ending up with an endless scenario of when's my house going to sell.
So the benefits for there's a lot of benefits in that for our vendors then, isn't there? There's obviously timescale must come into it.
Timescale certainly does, and I tend to break it down into three. It's a way of getting evidence to maximise your price. You've got the security, because you get a deposit from your buyer, and then you get speed, because you get the set time date to work to. So they're your three main benefits of selling through the auction.
Great, okay. And I suppose, I know you've used this kind of reference before, that if you were selling a classic car or a painting, to get your best possible price, you don't just rely on one offer.
Absolutely. You want multiple interest, and then competitive bidding will always get you the best price possible. Fantastic. And that's the key in marketing beforehand. And you as the owner set what we call a reserve price, so there's no risk. They have total control of what is going to happen to their house.
Yeah.
But you're getting evidence, and the more people we can get there, the better price they're going to achieve.
Fantastic. Well, for further information, Richard's details will be on this link on the video. Contact him or his team at the Agents Property Auction. They'll be really happy to help you out. Alternatively, contact your local Michael Poole office, and we can certainly give you some information as well. Thank you. And thank you, Richard.
Brilliant. Thank you very much.